Nestled in the hills of Virginia, we're touching the Hokie Stone, means remembering the legends who formed the foundation of a power. Names like Vic and Beamer, and a lunch pail mentality that applies to the Virginia Tech Hokies. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. We'll kick it off to get us underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will start this game off. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows.
Got a lot of running room. The 40. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Hokies are in the hurry-up.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that day.
He'll put the tight end in motion. Gonna run it. It's Tootin. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. It's a draw. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Kansas offense will get the ball for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. No huddle offense to the line. On the option. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They're going to run it. Runs through the tackle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Hokies are rolling down the field. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. They'll try to run for it. Discards a man. Sweet cut there. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Going for 6. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Drones. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. App State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mountaineers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. It'll be a draw. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. The Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. Wiggles free. Grabbed over the middle. It's Neal. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
You want to talk about leg talent? That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. That's incredible.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. The Kansas offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Feeling some heat. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
The Jayhawks will punt it away on fourth down. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Fires into traffic, picked off.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
To throw, it's Drones. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On second down, looking again to throw. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll throw on third and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Working on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He's going to pass. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They're looking to pass from the red zone. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Dialing up a second down pass play. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And we're about to get another look at this hooky offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. But no surprise to see the special teams, but you thought it might be the punter. Instead, here comes the field goal kicker. No good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
Virginia Tech, 13, Kansas, 0.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Stadium.
And the Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. He's got him in the flat. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. The pitch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Off the play fake. Not the type of accuracy you typically see from this senior quarterback. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Central Michigan is going to walk off the field there in Mount Pleasant with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I could go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Makes his connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They're going to run it. Makes one man miss. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Into double coverage, and they made him Hey, it's intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. And bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
This kid's got a big-time leg, man. He hit that into the wind, and it looked like that could have been good from 50.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Using his legs, it's Neal. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Jayhawks will hustle to the line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Trying to pick up a first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got an open man. Still running at the 40. He's off to the races. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. 16, Kansas, 10. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified. Yeah,
a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those 1st downs. Get those big chunks.
The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Nice move to stay on his feet. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. Handoff to the single back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Unloads quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Gives it to the back on the draw. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. And they're looking for a fourth quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. First and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Morrison. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. He'll ride his man on the option. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kansas 17, Virginia Tech 16.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bo.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Movement here from the tight end. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Complete to the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Wants to throw. It's Drones. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. He's got his man. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Hokies have pushed it inside the 20. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Just over a minute to go in this one. They have the lead now to try to hold it.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the 4th quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? They get the stop, they win this game.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it in the middle. It's Neal. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. With the catch, it's Skinner. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.